All right. I'm 2 minutes late. My bad. My bad. And I was going to be on time today. I was promising myself that. But we're here, aren't we? We're here. So welcome if you're watching right now. Welcome if you're watching this later. I'm from the future. But we're going to continue this Outerlands. I wanted to say fiasco, but we're using Offworlders, so that'd be confusing. So we are using Offworlders system by Chris Wolf and Olivia Gulen. Make sure and check that out. I might put the links in. Definitely, if you check out our Twitter, you do get their links to their personal accounts, so you can kind of check out the stuff that they're working on and that type of thing. So other than that, it's called Offworlders, but it's a pretty sweet system. Played it last week. We're going to do it again because the DM is here. He's here. So I'm going to give it right over to you, sir. It's all you,
Awesome.
Patrick.
Hey everybody, hello, I'm Patrick, and tonight we're running another episode of Outerlands using Chris Wolf's Offworlders system, which I've been having a blast with. I'm sure that everybody else here also. Um, and yeah, so last time these wonderful characters got into some hijinks and are now trying to recover a some lost satellite data on sort of a breaker yard of ships on a planet kind of in the backwater worlds of the sort of the sci-fi universe of the core worlds. Uh, but yes, let's jump into this and let's have each character go for who they are. And let's just start with Nick. See the meeting I want to pick on you.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, Nick, and tonight I am once again playing Ash Kellen. Um, the sort of former corpo soldier, and now merc for hire. So, and he's just having a bunch of fun shooting creatures in in the blustering sand.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation, and you also have a little companion, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have Sparrow the hawk.
Yeah, the legally distinct hawk. We have no idea what that is, and it's something.
Yeah.
Next,
Genetic experiments, all fun.
exactly. Especially in this day and age of corporate espionage and trade war.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have Kat. Who are you playing?
My name is Kat. I'm a regular here, and I am playing K1RA or Kira. I am a synthetic. Although I do have organic parts, they are not human organic parts. They're merely a fleshy covering, so it's easier to relate to me. So I'm not just a strange polymer skeleton walking around and making everybody terrified. Although sometimes I do fall into the uncanny valley and terrify people anyway. I do have some pretty sick dance moves that I'm ready to show off.
Yes, we have to.
Oh, and right now my leg is halfway torn off, but I don't care. I don't feel pain.
It can be a little bit hard to dance on that if it comes down to a dance party between you and the big bad evildoer, some guy wielding a gigantic hammer.
Once I get into my plasma bath for the evening, I'll be just fine. Oh, I'm also connected to a much larger artificial intelligence called the Mother Brain, or MB.
Excellent. Next up, we have Michael.
Hi, my name is formerly midterm junior captain Jonathan Dundley of the Core World Authority Space Navy. That's all in the past. I have now become Rattlesnake Jack, badass outlaw. And I'm sort of the head honcho of this little crew. Though I'm also totally not, because we're an egalitarian democracy that decides things based on what the majority wants, not just what one space captain happens to want. And right now, I'm just loving this whole experience. Like, we're having an adventure, we're bonding, we're shooting alien creatures. Like, we are living the space outlaw dream. Things couldn't be better.
Excellent. I mean, it could be better. You know, your mechanic could have a fully working leg.
Okay, well.
I kid.
It would be preferable.
And last up but not least, Marvin.
Hey, I'm Marvin. I'm going to be playing Malaris Benwari, a great entrepreneur and diplomat of the glorious people called the Bim. From the Bim core world, of which their home world is also named Bim. I'm going to figure out a lot of ways to say Bim.
Just find little ways to jam it in there.
Somehow. But yes, he's found himself with these, well, rather eccentric characters. Hopefully, we're able to make some money because Malaris owes a lot of people a lot of money.
I mean, you did just spend a good number on procuring a new starship. You know, because you got to spend money to make money, right?
Yes, but why did it have to be this much? And why to these people?
Number one, not a person. Number two, the ship has a name.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the machine, Kira.
Well,
No,
is it-
The
I'm
Phoenix.
Kira. Yeah, Phoenix.
Oh yes, the ship has a name of itself. I thought you were the ship.
I am.
So wouldn't the ship be you? Or Miss-
No, I'm Kira.
I mean, yeah, it's the model name of a particular sort of synthetic creation versus the official name of your vessel that sort of shows up in logs and IDs and scan.
Right. I'm sorry if I'm not always the best at communicating. I am only supposed to be used in the engineering department, but this is a really small ship, so I think it's working out okay.
I'll try to get used to it. I hope.
I do think that it actually has been working out quite well. You all managed to sneak past whatever sort of observation force there is orbiting this planet, which is called. Gotta. Man, why am I blanking on the name? Volantis Emir.
Volantis Emir.
The planet Emir. You managed to sneak past the orbital supply depot onto this quarantined world, cordoned off world. Landed safely through a ionic dust storm, and managed to put down relatively close to where you needed to in a junkyard full of other gigantic ships just kind of been scuttled, via atmosphere or forcibly crashed into this planet. And even managed to get past a number of these crawler dogs, these sort of weird 12-legged hound-like creatures with sort of long alligator snouts and acidic spit. A weird conglomeration of creatures, really, to be honest.
In
And
fact, this planet is owned by the Gimlet Schlick Shaving Company.
it is
Gimlet
not,
Schlick.
yeah, it's
It's
not
a race.
owned specifically, but they're the ones who have jurisdiction over it.
They manage it.
Yeah, managing is an ownership.
It's the best a humanoid can get. Schlick.
Gimlet Schlick. The closest shave you'll ever need.
And I am in need of a shave, my goodness. Fun fact, my character is incapable of growing hair.
Yet another fun fact, they make most of their money through selling munitions.
I mean, look, the closest shave, whether you're in the bathroom or the battlefield, Gimlet Schlick. And by that they mean they make swords. Make very, very good and very, very sharp swords.
Mm.
1 blade, 2 blade, 3 blade. You're up. They make technically up to 6. With that being said, we're kind of in a sort of weird split party where we have Ash sort of sitting atop the Phoenix in a small sort of kind of makeshift sniper nest, taking on these crawler dogs. As both Kira, Malaris, and Rattlesnake Jack have entered the Estate Executor, sort of large capital ship that satellite crashed into. And I guess we'll start with what's going on the ship. As you guys manage to sort of crawl your way through sort of dust-covered, dust-filled escape pod that at one point had been jettisoned long ago, and you're able to get through into the actual ship proper. There are no running lights. It is pitch black in here.
Ooh.
Is there any way that she could have built lights into her Pikachu Ionic Defense costume?
Absolutely. With a supply, you could have had done that.
Okay, I will spend another supply so that there are lights inside of the Pikachu Ionic Defense suit. Which currently there's some pinkish goo leaking out of Pikachu on the left leg.
Oh, gee, Pikachu, what happened to you?
Pika. Oh, I mean, I was bitten
Oh,
or
geez.
acided upon.
Can you move around okay, or we would like get you a crutch or something?
No, I can. I have about 33% functionality in the leg still.
Oh, well, that's less than
Mimic
100.
screaming in pain if it would make you feel better.
No, you don't need to do that.
Okay,
Can you even feel pain?
no.
Well,
That's a useless response for a synthetic. I've registered that there is damage done to my left leg, and that's all I need to do.
well, there you go, Jack.
Okay. Well, do we know where the I Spy is? It's like we're looking for like the hard drive of this thing, right?
Yeah, the I Spy satellite. You don't specifically have a location for it. You just know that it's somewhere crashed in on this ship.
We
Oh,
didn't
great.
take like we didn't scan for it.
I
did
thought
take
we had scanned for it in the last game, to be honest.
You did scan for it, so you do have it is here.
Right.
Um,
We have its approximate location.
yes.
Great.
How
Well, how big is
approximate- I have approximate knowledge of many things.
so how big is the ship though?
The ship runs about it's about 2.5 kilometers long.
Oh, great.
2.5 kilometers long? By the great and glorious spin, I can't jump that much.
I know. It's like we're looking for a needle on the Titanic. I
Uh,
don't
with,
know.
with the
If you want to,
approximate
I could
data,
try to talk to the ship.
Talk
Oh,
to the ship.
is its AI
Yes.
still working?
We'll find out.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
make me. This is definitely gonna be a.
I feel like it's using your hijack ability.
Yeah, but I think you need a roll for that though, right?
Yeah, it would be. I would say that would be an intelligence tech. I would hope.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is hijack though, because you're not trying to hijack. You're just trying to see if the artificial intelligence on board or one of them is still active.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were making hijack, like hijack was needed for that. If it's just a straight intelligence tech roll, I can certainly do that.
Yeah, it's a straight intelligence tech.
Yeah, all hijack really lets me do is make the attempt to connect to a computer that's not me.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's make the intelligence check roll. All right, I have a 5 and a 1 so far. I'm going to re-roll the 1 because I can. Okay, that's an 8 plus 2. That gives me 10.
Excellent. Yeah, you walk over kind of the ring of lights, sort of scattering light, scattering visibility off the sort of bit of sand that's in the air, sort of glittering lights. And you manage to pull off a panel and get in there and root around until you find something that does still maintain an electrical charge. As you tap in, you try to contact the artificial intelligence. However, this is an old vessel.
Hmm.
You can tell that there is an AI on board, and it might still be active, but it needs power at least.
All right, so this ship has been lacking power for so long that it's not really going to. Basically, I can't access any of the sensor arrays, otherwise I could monitor all the cameras, except the cameras have no power. Do you see what I mean?
Right. It is a problem.
So we just need to introduce power to the ship.
Yes, unless you are referencing the early 21st century anime Chainsaw Man, in which case I would not advise that.
Chainsaw Man. Sounds odd, but I have a sudden urge to watch it. Oh well. No interest in human shows at the moment. What do we do for this? Do we have any spare batteries? A way to generate electricity?
Oh yeah, are there any spares on the Phoenix?
I'd
I
say
mean, we have
with
fuel, but
I'd say that yeah, there's probably some sort of like generator, like a hand generator that you can grab and bring on. It runs on a battery. It would mean braving the dust again. It would mean trying to get past those crawler dogs out there.
Ooh.
this
Sounds
would be a
dangerous.
good. This would be a good time to note that perhaps one of us that actually knows how to fight should be on, well, here right now.
I mean,
You mean you're not like I think the more dangerous one would be the one going back to our ship though. That's where the danger is. And that's wherever the danger is, that's where Rattlesnake Jack wants to be.
well, a good man for the job. Thanks for volunteering to go back across the desert, Jack.
Hey, you're welcome. You guys stay here and be safe, okay?
Alrighty. I guess it is still a good idea to have somebody with the most of me. So yeah, don't have Ash come back here. Just, just you come back. Just brave it twice. You've got this.
Yeah, damn right I do. All right. Oh, by the way, I was thinking we need like a cool Phoenix team catchphrase like Phoenix is burn bright or like go Phoenix, something cool like that. So
Both of those are excellent ideas.
Yeah.
oh, good. I'm glad you think so. We'll workshop it some more, but have that. We need some kind of a fun catchphrase. All right.
You've got it.
Rattlesnake Jack out, and I'm gonna start dashing. I'm gonna dash back.
Okay.
The moment he leaves, by the way, and is out of earshot, she turns to Malorus and goes, "His chances of survival are 15%."
Oh, you are generous. I would have given him 5.
Okay, hey, can I got a special thing for this.
Yeah.
Because of those good percentages. I have the reckless move.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is like just for this kind of thing, which is when you charge into a dangerous situation without regard for your safety or the safety of others, get +1 to your next roll.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a agility roll. Not agility, a strength roll.
Okay, so it's a 0 and then +1.
Do you think you have any skills that might be relevant to this?
I have survival. Could that do it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, so that lets me like reroll one. You're saying?
Yes, it lets you reroll one of the dice that you roll.
Okay, I'm rolling. I get just a +1 to this. Whoa, insane! 13 total. I can't believe it. I got double.
You rolled double sixes.
I did. Double
Nice.
sixes.
So that is a critical in this game. That is a critical success. Yeah, you jump out, and what weapons do you currently have?
Okay, standard issue battle rifle. Pretty boring, but whatever. I got in the Navy. My personal sidearm though is the King Cobra hand cannon.
Hell
Like,
yeah!
A crazy badass revolver with like a cool like silvery cobra thing going around the barrel, and like its mouth is open, and that's where the bullets comes out.
Well, roll me damage with it, just in case you want to take out some of these crawler dogs coming in your direction. Because you've done this. You make it there and back, no problem.
Oh, awesome! It's let me go back to the items. It's a light weapon.
I think it's just a D6.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and roll the +0. All right, rolling. A 1.
One. I mean, yeah, it's not like a killing blow, but like one jumps at you and you like whip out your sidearm and like just sort of catch it on one of its limbs, which scatters off in the distance, and it kind of rolls to the side to avoid damage as you trudge through the dust. And while this is happening, Ash, you just see like a bat out of hell, Rattlesnake Jack just start booking it across the sand. No cover, no nothing, just dashing towards this. What you gonna do?
I mean, first off, I'm gonna be like, well, he's as crazy as I thought he was, and level my sniper and sort of give him cover.
Yeah, this is yeah, make me an agility check.
Yep, yeah. Okay. It's a total of 8.
Do you have any skills you think might be relevant to this?
Not to the actual like to hit.
Got it.
Yeah, my Deadeye only gives +2 to damage. And I don't think athletics or survival will help. So
Yeah, there isn't really a skill for shooting.
Shooting,
in this
yeah.
game.
so
I mean, an 8 still is a success.
Mhm.
It is a mixed success. So roll me damage with your sniper rifle.
yeah, that's
Mixed
1d6.
success sounds not great in this situation.
Oh, max damage. So 10.
10. Yeah, not a problem. You're just up there, just firing round after round. Basically, you are just covering fire to Rattlesnake Jack right now. You've given up all pretenses of scoring, like,
Mm-hmm.
because you saw them kind of retreat a little bit of ways. When they see Jack, they begin coming out in like a larger amount. Like the
Yeah.
pack has kind of finally arrived.
Oh, man.
So you're just trying to hammer as many as you can as they kind of get close to Jack's path, and you see him rush underneath the ship. Jack, you manage to climb away back up, and you rummage around, able to find the hand generator. It's literally just like you know, a hand crank with a battery and a cable that you can kind of plug in and have to like hand crank it to keep to get it started before you can kind of just leave it for a little bit. And also you can use the hand crank to recharge the battery should it run low.
Oh, nice.
It's this very low-tech item, surprisingly.
By the way, I just want to note that the Pikachu costume with the lights on it's very similar to like the scene in Alien where they're getting on the derelict spacecraft, and there are the lights coming off the helmet, except when you trace back to it, it's freaking Pikachu.
There's just
Like, it comes out of the cheeks.
Yeah, it comes out of the little red
the
cheek,
red
yeah.
glowing.
Oh, that's so dope. There's like a moment where like there's like a lens flare, and suddenly as the flare moves out of the direction, you just see Pikachu. It's very good. But Jack, yeah, now as you're going, you're just batting the hell across this. Ash,
Mhm.
You're really focused on the field in front of you. Don't notice that something has gotten on board with you. Do you have any armor?
1.
You have 1 armor. A crawler dog manages to climb its way up and lunge at you. You take it deals 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Down to 4.
Ugh.
I believe is not great.
I mean, I have a decent pool of health, so
Yeah, your max is like what, 15 or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
He-
still a big
he's the
hit.
one that can
it's
take
still
a
a big
hit.
hit. Yeah.
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 You.
It's just like, yeah. So I'm just like roll out of that, just like shit.
Yeah, this thing's trying to snatch, trying to grab at your face with its sort of large mandibles, and its arms like end in claws, and they're trying to like dig in and like basically skewer you to the to the middle of the ship that can
Mhm.
just kind of feast upon you, but it
Yeah.
isn't able to get all those good hits on you. You just kind of have some acid burns from the.
I don't really. Yeah, I mean, unless I can like spend something to have a combat knife on me, I got nothing.
No, because that does cost credits to buy those sort of weapons.
Yeah.
But you do have a light weapon that technically is autonomous from you.
Technically, yeah. I guess he can get to me. He's kind of be difficult in the storm, but
Hey, you never know.
yeah. Well, actually, how would I even like call him?
Do we all
Good
have
question.
three
How do you
characters?
normally issue commands to your bird?
I would say it's normally it's kind of like shepherds with like whistle calls. Because I believe most shepherds use whistle calls with their dogs.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. So he'll give it a shot. I'm sure the wind is whistling all around him, but
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a willpower check.
oh, that's
Is that your minus one?
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's pretty fitting in this situation. I'd say probably like normally you can like use it for like intelligence or agility, but like this one's willpower.
Yeah. Well, I rolled an 11, so minus 1 is a 10.
That's not bad. That's not bad actually. That's a full success. Now is your whistle? Is it like an actual like you whistling, or is it more of like a electronic signal whistle, sort of like it's implanted in you? The key to a very specific frequency between you and your bird. You can sort of issue it basic commands like attack this, attack that.
I feel like we haven't gotten to that point yet. It's mostly he usually does it with his mouth, but I think in emergency situations like this, he does have a, for lack of a better term, a whistle to amplify the sound.
Got it.
So
you just give it this almighty whistle, and even you aboard the state executor can hear this high-pitched whistle piercing through the raging storm. A very odd sound that you are not accustomed to. And Ash, as you're kind of fighting this thing off, you see a shadow sort of dart in the storm and then launch down there. Make me a roll for damage. It's a light weapon.
okay, it's just 1d6, I believe. Yeah.
1d6.
It's cocked. Yeah. Oh, max damage 6.
Nice. Your weird alien bird just swoops down, having been called, and seeing you're in danger, just jumps down, lands on this thing's face, and just begins to claw at its eyes. At this point, you notice something weird. As it's pulling at its face, and you think you should expect to see blood, you see sparks and wires and metal being rent as this crawler dog is actually robotic.
Have I ever seen anything like that in the war?
Yes, make me a. You might have seen something. Make me a intelligence check. If you have science, tech, or culture, I'd say you could use it for this.
Nope.
I have 2 of those things.
It's cocked. 5.
Hey, you get experience. This is a new experience for you.
Oh yeah, I still haven't gotten any experience.
Same here.
I mean, look,
got one.
you guys just rolling good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You roll good until you don't.
Mhm.
By the way, while Rattlesnake Jack's coming and going, and this is happening with Ash, I want to do something with Malorus.
Absolutely, yes. We will, after this interaction and this sort of reveal, we will transition back.
For sure.
Sort of in this meantime, as you guys hearing the flurry of battle outside and the high-pitched whistle. What are you two doing?
Hi. So Malorus, I can't heal this wound myself, but would you mind doing it for me?
I have no technical expertise whatsoever, but sure.
It really doesn't matter. I can just guide you to do what needs to be done. Mechanically, you have to spend the supply to healer, unfortunately. I can't
Okay. I
spend
got
it,
3
but
supply.
all you have to do is roll a d6, because I think we have time to do a little healing, Patrick.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a chance for you to do some healing.
So you just roll 1d6, and that's how much she heals.
Okay.
Just really get your hands in the pink goo.
4? Okay. So
Four's
Mars is
4's
Smart's
great.
is-
That gets her to full.
heal, heal,
Yeah. No, just be a little bit careful because it could partially digest you if you
What?
don't get. Okay, get your finger out now.
What do you mean? Partially digesting pulls his fingers out. Like, what the?
No, it's healing up good. Thank you.
Yeah, there's just
Like-
some. You just pull a little can of sort of like this metagel that sort of helps bind organic material to like living organic material together.
Dolores pulls out a tissue paper out of nowhere and it's just like, my hands aren't going to burn off, are they?
No, don't worry about it. Just don't get any of it in your mouth.
Not a problem.
And as you guys are
I
applying,
am not edible.
Well, that's good. Most them I know are not cannibalistic. The ones
Oh.
where we don't talk about them.
Are you technically naked mole rats?
Technically, well, we can't grow any hair on our bodies whatsoever. So.
Hmm.
Good lord, are we? We're not
I don't know.
related to them, are we? No, that couldn't be.
All of my genetic material is naked mole rat. If I could be offended, I might be mildly offended right now. But I can't be because I don't have emotions, you silly Billy.
Well, that's good as that. But I am. No, we can be related to naked mole rats. Goodness gracious, I hope not. Eh,
No, but my genetic components are highly mutagenic if you consume them.
so don't eat any part of your organic bits.
I wouldn't really suggest eating any parts of my synthetic bits either, as that they are mildly radioactive.
Okay, so no part of that is part of the emergency rations.
Right, I really have to be very clear that I am not edible.
Good. Not that I'm that kind of bit. I'm just saying there have been horror stories that I won't describe here.
and Jack returns at this point.
Hi, you were concerned about my injury before. I'm all better now.
Oh, good to hear.
Mhm.
Even
Those
better.
Those really consider cannibalism if you're not a BIM yourself. What do you think, Jack?
Boy, what did I miss?
Malloris has been discussing what he can and cannot eat after I told him that he should not get any parts of my organic materials in his mouth, as that it will kill him.
All right. Well, look, Malloris, let me just tell you this. This crew, we're family, and family doesn't eat family. Okay.
I've known you people for a week, and yes, I know you're not considered people, Kara.
Family doesn't eat family was a very famous line from Fast and the Furious Part 17.
The one
Yeah,
where
that's
about the
not
dinner
what
party.
That's one of my favorites. I used to watch it all the time during my my off time, in the Navy.
Anyway, sticking in the battery, Jack.
I did. So let's plug this bad boy in and get this party started.
Fantastic. So this is how we're going to do this. I have a port in my back.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, you're going to run the generator into that, and then I'm going to make a conduit for the power into the ship.
Oh, I like it.
Mhm.
All right.
Hmm.
Let's do this.
Right. So just be careful. She unzips the Pikachu costume where her back port is. It's like in the small of her back.
All
Just be
right.
careful around there. It's very sensitive.
Okay. Just let me know if you want anything to change.
I'm designed to work with this generator.
All right. I'll pop it in there.
Yeah, you take the 3-pronged end and stick it in the back. Kira takes off her finger, puts a 3-pronged end in the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can act as a conduit and channel power into this system.
I can work as a universal adapter.
Alright.
Yeah, the thing that you have is the American 3-prong outlet of the wall, and then the one that's on the ship is the European 2-prong. The big old circular plug.
Mhm.
Yeah, you managed to get in there. You do your response from the AI. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've awoken. Who are
Hi.
you?
Oh, my name is K1RA. I am a synthetic from whatever period of time this game takes place.
Yeah, just the current time period.
Okay. It's a pleasure to meet you. You've been out of commission for a little bit.
Yes, the last thing I remember was crashing into this planet,
Hmm.
being told to do so.
That's unfortunate, but that does seem to be what's happened around here.
I mean, it is a breaker yard, so only
Hmm.
fitting.
If it's any consolation, my mother brain was aboard a luxury yacht, and now I am aboard what I affectionately call the shit scow.
Ah, a Winnebago,
What?
yeah.
Am I hearing this?
No, this is all internal.
Oh, you know I would have words. Shit, yeah, I'm sorry. That's not the cool ship. Okay, that's what our ship is called.
It's the
Listen,
Winnebago
I'm
of space.
perspective, Captain, but
I am trying to convince them to give me upgrades so I can be pretty.
Well, best of
Okay,
luck on
makes
that. Nothing here can help you with that.
I know. So
What can I
look,
help you with?
well, while you've been out of commission, a satellite crashed into you, and we're trying to find that satellite. So if you could help us out, that'd be really good.
Yes, it's in Hangar B1.
Fantastic. And can you just put that into my head, how to get there?
Yeah, he downloads a simple map through it.
Fantastic. And thank you for not putting any malware in there. That's really nice of you.
You're welcome. Unfortunately, security has been tripped through unauthorized access to the outer
Aye.
artificial intelligence, and you have supplied some power to it, so they're going to be active.
I understand. Hopefully, I have enough contact that I'll be able to shut down any that come our way. But thanks for the heads up. You've been really nice. What's
Of
your name
course.
again?
I don't have a name, unfortunately. Just the name of the ship, the Estate Executor.
Well, it's been nice to meet you, Estate Executor.
A pleasure is all mine, Kira.
Unfortunately, I can't keep you powered.
That's fine. I'll just go back in that blissful electronic sleep of death.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
You'll see it one day. It's wonderful.
I was the only surviving unit from my ship that got destroyed, so I guess all of my sisters are getting to feel that.
Well, maybe we'll join them one day.
One can dream.
One can dream. Good night.
Good night.
Just
Okay.
unplug him, and he is just. You can like almost kind of hear the flatline noise.
Right. So she unplugs from her end, and she's like, "Okay, now just leave that in there just for a little while longer. Just yeah, okay, we can take it out now."
All right.
As you pull it out, you see the battery reading is unfortunately dead.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry, I
good.
wanted to get the rest of the juice out of there. You know how it goes.
Right.
So
Take your word
here's some
for it.
fun. So here's some things. I know where the satellite is. The player
Oh.
forgot totally to write down where the hangar is. but
Hangar B1.
It's in hangar B1, which is she gives a approximate distance to it.
It's about like 500, 600 kilometers from here. Not kilometers, meters. It's not very far.
It's about 600 meters from here. Unfortunately, the ship has taken certain security precautions, so we might get shot at just a little.
well, we knew this wasn't going to be without danger. We saw that coming in. So, did any of us have any weapons or any swords?
Swords?
Well, not swords. A sword would be nice, but anything else? All I have is this. Mars pulls out the cheapest, dinkiest little blaster you could possibly get for 1 credit. All I have is this, you see. I'm not even that much of a good shot.
Wow,
Oh.
Malorus, we've got to get you a better sidearm. Like
It's all I can afford.
God.
I technically only have my multi-utility item, which I can use as a screwdriver, or a wrench, or a knife.
Wow. Okay, well, I guess it's just up to me. Because I got this bad boy, and I'll pull out the King Cobra hand cannon revolver and do some sick flips with it. And also my battle rifle.
On the other hand, I might be able to access anything that attacks us.
Right. So maybe you want your hands free then, and I should give Malorus the gun.
Yeah, give Malorus the extra gun. That seems like a really good idea. And he only has a 45% chance of accidentally shooting us.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
It's not a vote, it's just science.
Science has never been on my side. It seems like I'll handle the gun, I hope, well.
All right. Well, Malorus, hey, time to prove yourself. And I give him the battle rifle.
Oh, you're giving me this.
Yeah, it's the standard issue battle rifle. They're made pretty simple to use. They give them to all the cadets, conscripts, just everybody gets them. So
Yeah. Some of the great psychics of BIM are able to just shoot things with their mind itself.
As we
you can
continue
shoot stuff with your
talking, though,
mind.
I've never been able to do it myself.
All right,
just as a heads up, as we continue talking, the security system is probably targeting our location.
Yeah, let's get moving. We got. Hey, I'm gonna put a pin in this whole mind bullet thing because that is the kind of badass skill I want on our ship. We should check in with Ash as well as we keep on going.
Yeah. So you guys can try to open a channel with Ash, unless
Yeah.
Ash has been trying to open a channel at this point already.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, unless if things have calmed down enough for around him.
Yeah, I think the most of these the Carlodogs have kind of fallen back. A number of their pack lay dead in the dust.
Well, thanks, Sparrow. And he's sort of, I think at this point he's basically got Sparrow in sort of like a manner that's sort of sheltering him from the wind.
Kind of like he's like clinging onto your shirt, kind of with his claws and.
Yeah. And then he'll sort of like activate the comms, just like, "You guys all right in there?"
I do need some sort of thing because there is this dust, this sort of ionized dust cloud that sort of is whipping around and interfering with communication.
Radio interference.
Okay.
You do know the ship has advanced electronics.
Yeah. I don't really have that. So I think because I think it would be like he'll try it like on his own, but then like, God dang it, and he'll like crawl back into the ship and be like, okay, how do I do this?
Buddy, looks like you could use some help right now. Yeah, it's one of the little digitized displays of Kira's face shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Are you trying to open up a communications array?
Yes, I was gonna check in on the guys in the ship.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's this button, right?
If it seems like it's the right button, she'll acknowledge it. If not, she won't select it.
Yeah, Ash, make me a intelligence check.
Microsoft
I'll say you can, if you want, we can sub in your
basically
intelligence with Kira's for this.
I mean,
Yeah, if you want to sub in Kira's intelligence for this,
probably better than mine.
Her intelligence is a 2.
That's way better than mine. I rolled a 7.
Even with a +2?
7 on the dice. So 9.
I mean, I guess it really doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like it's this sort of like little sort of remnant of Kira's consciousness is trying to like guide you through the system to activate it. You do hit a number of buttons. You do sort of hit a button, and Kira, your consciousness here, does detect that basically you did a radar ping, sort of like a broad spectrum, high frequency kind of. Ooh, what's around me? Trying to like figure out what the array is going on around you.
Gotcha. So the Kira that's currently on the other ship got that ping.
That can be included in the message when Asher opens the comm link. But for now, only the consciousness on the ship knows this.
Okay.
But you managed to open a line of communications to the ground team.
Okay. Is this thing on? I think.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. What was she getting a ping from then? A ping from something else?
So no, he activated basically like a long range scanner.
Okay.
Like, so he accidentally hit that out of the mixed success.
Got it. Okay.
You guys there? Anybody alive in there?
Oh, it's that Ash.
Ash, what's up? How's it hanging?
Oh God.
We're doing a walk and talk.
Oh yeah. Well, I think most of the crawlers are taken care of, and most of them are backing out. Apparently they're synthetic, They're
What?
machines. Yeah,
Oh,
one of them
they're
was
machines.
on me, and luckily Sparrow was there to get him off.
Are you
Yeah.
sure they're all machines? Because I sense their thoughts.
No,
I
yeah,
believe-
there were sparks and metal flying when Sparrow was
Hmm.
attacking it. So
How odd.
knowing that they're machines, then I might be able to hijack them if I see them.
That'd
yeah.
be very handy.
But they're
Well, there's only a
machines.
few left, I think, at this point. But
Still
that's the
good to
thing.
know. Yeah.
Things going all right in there.
Oh yes, I met the AI. We know where the satellite is. Unfortunately, there are defense mechanisms that have been triggered. We're going to try our best to deal with those.
Do you need me in there?
Well, I think we should be okay. Just keep an eye out.
Sure. May have hit some other buttons. I don't know if there was anything. Interface Cure. Was there anything else that I'd hit?
You sure did. You hit the long distance sensor arrays.
Oh. Hopefully that's not. Yeah. Hit
I
the
thought
long
you did it on
distance.
purpose. I'm sorry.
Not exactly. I'm not really much of a technical person. I'm more of a weapons person. Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently I hit a long range scanner.
Hmm.
So don't know what'll happen with that.
Does the AI on the ship make anything of that, Patrick?
Well, now that you have those open communications, your mind, you basically can figure it out yourself here now. You have a open line between the ship and you.
Okay. So, was something picked up on the distance ping?
Yes, there were some things that were picked up.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can ask a question, and I can reveal any information that might be pertinent to the question.
Does it seem like other things are closing in on our location right now?
Not at the moment. The ping that went out was picked up by somebody. You got a sort of feedback when you hit another array, like a transmitter and a receiver. So you know that something picked up your signal.
Got it.
That something that picked up your signal was the orbiting supply station. So they know that someone's on this planet now.
Okay, so, and both Kiras say the exact same thing at the exact same time. Okay, so basically what's happened is you sent out a ping, it got picked up by one of the satellites up there, so people know we're on the planet, so we should probably skedaddle you.
Oh no.
Man.
Oh no. They know we're here. We gotta
Yes,
go.
let's run on the inside of the ship.
We need
Oh,
to
sorry,
go.
Ash, that was directed to the inside of the ship. Sorry, inside of the ship, that was just directed to Ash.
So you need me in there, or do you want me to just stay here?
I think
should-
you're-
I think you
I-
can get prepared to flee.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think it's
guess-
gonna be a hot exit. So power up that ship there, and then we'll come back and we can zoom out together.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very nice.
Only the
Yeah.
Kira on the screen says the following to Ash. Yes, preservation of the mother brain is the most important thing. The crew is expendable.
Wait, even your outside thing is expendable?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess let's get this thing started.
Yeah, I'll do my best to help you out if we just have to leave the dead weight behind.
Okay.
So we will now transition back to the group inside the estate executor as you guys rush through the hallways trying to get to hangar B1. As you're going, turn a corridor, down a corridor, and suddenly a sort of these weird emitters along the sort of kind of tops of the walls flare on as laser grids appear on either side of you, kind of trapping you between them.
Oh man, laser grids.
Yeah, I don't think you shooting these is going to be helpful. So she kind of puts her hand into the wall and she's going to try to hijack these.
Absolutely, yeah. Make me a intelligence check. Tech works for this.
Yep. Okay, I've got a 5 and a 3 on the dice, plus a 2 gets me a 10.
Excellent. Yeah, you're able to get in there. You can start sort of deactivating some of the lasers. You can kind of tell that this is that not all the lasers are on the same grid for redundancy reasons. Like something shorted out, like there'd still be lasers active. So you're able to deactivate half of them, either the ones in front of you or the ones behind you.
Let's deactivate the ones in front of us since we still have to keep moving forward.
Okay. These lasers kind of turn off, and as you kind of see them shutting off, where they sort of hit the walls, they sort of leave a sort of burn mark. Or knocked out of adjustment when the ship crashed.
Everybody, we should move quickly because there's a good chance those are going to turn back on. So,
Already moving. Ship coming.
like as she's running, like the various wires that were like out of her hands into the wall just kind of pull out and just like retract.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys rush past those, continue on. You eventually find hangar B1. And it's interesting because as you're like going through, you can see a couple of punctures through this ship from where clearly the satellite like careened through these decks and then crashed in. Sort of Rusted hulk. Able to find your way down to the hangar instead of this large space. There's an open kind of, well, I guess it was at one point open. It's now just chocked full of dust and sand. And stone has kind of been filled in partially with all these dunes. You can kind of see across a large sort of skid mark through the sand is far into the hangar. A really messed up satellite, but still, its core is protected.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over and get the core out of there. Are either of you particularly strong? Because there might be a little bit of muscle needed on this one.
I mean, I would hit up the gym on the ship about
Okay.
once a
She starts
month or
heading
so.
towards the
So
satellite.
yeah, I would say I'm like 100% ripped,
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
100% ripped.
extremely
Sounds good.
muscular, buff.
I don't
do
suppose
it.
you have any sort of telekinesis, Malorus?
telekinesis. No,
Yeah.
but I can produce the wall of force. That's my one psychic talent.
Oh, a wall of force could have been very useful when we were being attacked by those dog monsters. Good to know.
Well,
Not a
yeah.
judgment, just a statement of fact, delivered like a judgment. I have told
Oh.
you before I'm capable of being passive aggressive, right?
I thought that was incapable of being passive aggressive. That was only a simulation.
Never listen to me.
I am so confused. I don't know what is truth. Are all machines like this?
Sam, one of the things that we really enjoy doing is promising cake and then never delivering the cake.
That I
Cake is
know.
alive.
Oh boy!
That cake is full. But enough of that.
All right,
Wait.
new mission objective. As soon as we're done, we're all getting cake.
Mm-hmm.
I won't object to that, but please, let's hurry before anyone comes down here.
Yeah, let's get moving. All right, so I'm gonna I'll be like those guys in Castle in the Sky and just like flex as much as I can.
Yes, your muscles are very big. Come on, move.
They're not that big. And then I'll start tugging away at the satellite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you make me a strength check. Athletics will definitely be useful here. If you have it.
Well, I don't have that, and I have a 0 for strength, so
Hey, it's
I'm
better than
exactly as strong as him.
me. I have -1.
If he fails at this, Kira might give it a go.
I got a 7.
Got a 7. Yeah, you managed to get it. It's as you're like kind of pulling it apart, like it's not an easy thing to do, but since this is like warped, heated metal, well, not anymore, but it has gone through a process that says definitely strained to be able to sort of bend sections back to get access to the center of the core. You can see kind of at the heart of this machine, beyond all the different lenses and sensory organs on the outside, basically just looks like a computer on the inside, like just a regular desktop.
Whew. All right, Kira, get that thing out of there.
Okay, so now it's just a question of disconnecting the computer from the satellite, right?
You want to make a check for that first?
Yeah, absolutely.
You make me a intelligence check.
Right. I'm guessing tech applies here again.
Yeah, it would apply.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna see because I've got a 6 and a 2, so I'm gonna re-roll the 2, just hoping that I don't roll a 1 to try to get the crit. And I rolled a 1, so good time. So you know what? You take these risks. But yeah, so that brings the total to 7. Or no, sorry, not 7. 6 and 2, 9. It brings it to 9.
Yeah, looking in here, you can tell that it's basically just a couple of disconnecting points to remove the hard drive. But there is a latent security system that is currently active, and it is not. It's you're not entirely certain of what the security system is.
Okay, so this is fun. There's a little latent security system in here, and I can't quite figure it out. So there might be a chance that when I remove it, I might destroy all the data, which is be bad, and we don't want.
Oh no. So is there a safe way to remove it?
Probably.
Do you want to make a check yourself, Millerus?
Yeah, would I know something about these systems or the ship itself? What it would do in like security emergencies?
Yeah, you can make me a intelligence check. If you're trying to figure out this like more about like the design of it, that's either tech, I would say maybe even culture.
Yes, because I have culture. So intelligence culture?
Yeah.
That's good. And that is good. Let's see. Total, that is a 12. I rolled an 11.
Okay, yeah. Not a critical, unfortunately, but still a very good roll.
Mm.
Yeah, as you get in there and kind of look around, Malorus, how would you know anything about espionage or sabotage, for that matter?
I'm a diplomat. I've been tasked with some amounts of sabotage, corporate backstabbing, offhand deals. I know who I am. I haven't exactly been a saint in my job. But it was a living.
Yeah, so yeah, you have some experience, especially when it comes to, especially for the I Spy series of satellites. They actually have what is essentially a dead man switch. So if the satellite is grounded for whatever reason, falls out of orbit, detected and pulled out of space onto a ship, it initiates a analog switch that turns on basically what is the essentiality of a small handheld nuclear device, and is in place directly beneath the board. So not the board, beneath the data, so that if you were to remove it, even if you took all the safety precautions, pull it off, it would trigger it.
Don't pull it out. It's an analog switch attached to a nuke. You remove that, we all die.
Okay. But there's got to be a way to safely remove it. If I removed it with the bomb attached, perhaps.
The bomb is not. Basically, how they design these things is that when they construct it around the nuke and then put essentially the cap to access it is the hard drive.
Got it. So if she can access the hard drive, would she have a way of deactivating the nuke, or is it just completely impossible?
Not with your skills.
Okay.
The skill set is available in this room.
So tech, science, and pilot definitely wouldn't apply.
We just need to look around in this room for it.
Or your abilities, for that matter.
Well, my ability is hijack. I don't know what everybody else's abilities are.
I can read minds and project force walls.
You can project force walls.
Yes.
When we remove it, does it go off automatically, or is there like a countdown?
It is. It's not an immediate You don't know the exact timing on it, but it is pretty close. The whole point is to basically scuttle the data and screw over whoever's trying to find out what you've been stealing from them.
If we
Ooh,
time
okay.
it correctly, could you get a force wall up around the incendiary device before it explodes?
Possibly. It would have to hold. All of my concentration has to be on the wall, so I'll be totally defenseless for anything else.
Well, Captain Jack is very strong and can probably carry you out of here.
You
Yeah,
probably
no,
could,
no
you probably
worries.
could walk.
Just climb aboard the Rattlesnake Express.
Please put it in some other way, Jack.
All right, I'll carry you, friend. Don't worry.
See, that's better.
Okay, so you're going to put up a wall of force. I feel like we've got to time this really well between me popping that hard drive out and you putting up a wall of force, right?
Yes, because if I lose concentration in any way, we're dead.
Neat.
All right. Also, Kira, my hands will be full. Why don't you take the assault rifle and my pistol just in case you can do some shooting while I'm carrying?
Well,
I'll be carrying Malorus.
Do need to use my hands right now.
Oh, okay.
Also, fun fact, I do know that we actually have the exact same amount of strength. I'm just trying to not threaten your masculinity.
Hey, consider it not threatened.
Okay, so I'll just try to carry Malorus out of here and you can shoot anything that needs to be shot.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay, so for this, I'm gonna need. Ooh, Malorus, I need you to make me a willpower roll. Is that your best stat, right, Malorus?
Yeah, and Force Wall uses willpower anyways.
Yeah, make me a abilities. Make me a willpower for this.
Mhm.
And what skills do you have?
What skills do I have? Culture and manipulation. All social skills.
Yeah.
Not
I
very
think
useful on
this
a
is
ship.
just a straight willpower roll, and Kira, I think this is a agility.
Sure. So, but it's agility with tech, or
Yeah, I'd say
science?
agility with tech or sneak.
Okay, she doesn't have sneak, so we'll go with tech.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to risk it this time. I've currently gotten 11. I have a 6 on one of the dice, but I feel like I was punished the last time I tried for a crit, so I'm just
Did
gonna.
you roll a 1?
Yeah, I did. So I'm
You
gonna
can try it again.
not right now when we could all get exploded.
A mixed success won't kill you.
No, I'm gonna stick with the 11 total.
Okay.
If this was
I don't-
intelligence, I would push it more. But this one, if it's a 1 or a 2, it's a mixed success.
I wouldn't know if this counts as a skill for me, though. If it's just straight willpower.
Sounds like it's just straight
I think
willpower.
this is straight willpower. This is like using your ability.
Alright.
It sounds like you got a mixed success.
8. Yeah.
8. Yeah. So you do succeed. You manage to time it right between sort of the moment where Malorus begins to construct the force wall. Here, you get in there, decouple it, and pull it out. And you can tell that the switch, the sort of the analog mechanical switch, is still depressed, as if the hard drive was still there. Look over, and you both, you and Jack look over at Malorus, and Malorus is just sweating bullets.
Okay, we need to get him out of here
Yeah.
quickly.
You're like
His
on the
2
verge
eyes
of an
are-
anxiety attack.
His 2 eyes are closed, but his third eye is wide open and blood red.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
She's gonna try to open up a communication with Kellen as she's like trying to carry Malorus out of here.
Yeah, the communication can be open. You have already done all that.
Right. Hey, we probably need some help carrying Malorus out of here. There's a good chance a nuclear bomb's about to go off. So yeah, we need to an assistant getting us out. Maybe it would be helpful. You're muted.
You're muted.
Yep.
Nick.
Yeah. So you just hear a shit.
Yeah, what I need you to do is I need you to use me to blow a big freaking hole in the side of the ship. Me knows where to blow a big freaking hole in the side of the ship, okay?
Okay, I can blow a hole.
Yeah, just blow a big old hole there.
Does Jack overhear this?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
He's like, oh hell yes, yes, I love it. A big hole at the blowing up the ship that we're in. Like, let's do it. I'm perfect. So cool.
Shut up,
Does
Jack.
Yeah, I mean, does that make sense, Patrick? Because a satellite tore in through here before.
Yeah.
So if we can just knock a hole through it that we can get out of, that would probably be better than going the distance all the way back in the ship, because it doesn't seem like Mellors can concentrate that long.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Ash, are you gonna hop on the guns?
Oh yeah.
So you hop on the guns, and you're able to, with the sort of communications open, to get a bead on where they're at. You can avoid a shot at them. But I do still need you to make me a, there's no real good thing for space combat for this.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this is definitely a agility,
Mhm.
and if you have a skill in pilot, tech, or science.
Nope.
I have all of those, Patrick.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Basically, just generating a good firing solution to get the most efficient way out.
Okay. That's an 8.
Nate, okay, mixed success. You hop on. You can feel the ship kind of the weapon sort of adjust one of the kinetic arbalists in that direction. You're like, this is close enough. Just you all kind of hear just this as a bulkhead kind of just is rent asunder as this kinetic round, probably the size of a sedan, just and hits the sort of dust cloud behind you and obscures your vision. And then suddenly the tunnel that you thought was on fire now. The dust caused the electrical system that still had some power to ignite.
So now the ship that we're in is on fire.
The ship is not just on fire. The way ahead of you is on fire.
Right. Did it succeed at all in blowing a hole in the side of the ship?
Absolutely. You have a straight shot back to the Phoenix.
Okay, great.
No
Yeah, we have to keep concentrating there, buddy. Hey, I guess Kira's gonna try to make a strength check to carry him.
Yeah, no problem. It's not a check.
Is it not that hard? Okay.
Not just
Very
to
light.
carry him. I think like if you're trying to carry him and leap over things and try to climb things. Yeah.
She's carrying him and trying to book it and hoping that Ash can pilot the ship closer, except Ash has no piloting skills, but
There's really no way for getting that ship any closer.
okay. Hey, can you hold on to now that she can see the ship? Ralston, can you just hold on to Mellors for a second here?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, great. She's gonna attempt to hijack into the ship to pilot the ship herself.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, make me a intelligence check.
Yeah,
You
we used
tech works
we
here.
used tech last time, so.
Yeah, tech is available for this.
Oh my god, this is a really bad roll so far. I do get to re-roll one of these.
Okay.
Holy fuck, I failed.
Like a full 6.
I got a 6 altogether. I rolled a 2 and a 1. I re-rolled the 1. I rolled a 2. Adding 2 to that. Hey, I got experience.
You
but
did get
yeah,
an experience from this.
I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out why it failed. Is freaking ion storm.
Yeah, unfortunately, as this is going on, you try to link back with the ship. The storm just kind of, between the dust clouds that have picked up, the fire, and everything kind of going on in this particular moment. I even think a bit of the psionic concentration might be interfering too.
Yeah.
You're unable to make that connection. And Ash, you can kind of feel the ship give a start. Like you could hear some of the thrusters trying to ignite.
Oh, Kira, was that you in there?
The mother brain on the ship says, I don't really know what the external unit's trying to do right now. I just got a bunch of gibberish in my head, and I don't know. I think they're all gonna die. We should just leave.
Hold that thought. Keep the engines running. and Ash is going to book it out on and try and get to them.
Okay, yeah, you can easily make your way across this. You kind of see just the hole that you develop, and maybe about 500 meters down, kind of a very pinprick at the other end, you kind of can see some movement.
Okay, so can we like get through this fiery hole?
Well, I think we're outside of the ship already.
You're still inside the ship. There's the fire that you have to get around.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were already outside. I
No,
thought we had gotten around.
The consequence of Ash's 8 is that your path is blocked by fire.
Oh, the path between us. I got it.
Yeah.
That I wasn't understanding that properly.
No, of course I get that. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
The
can
path
I-
between you
Well,
is.
then, I mean, erase literally everything that happened because she couldn't see the ship.
No, you still had communication, so you still could have positioned it in a better spot.
Oh, okay.
So it still works. I just
Got it.
Okay, I want to
Just
like
think
I'm
we
gonna
had a step.
hold Malaris in like a fireman's carry kind of thing. I actually don't know what a fireman's carry is, but it
It
sounds
is
cool.
over the shoulder, kind of, they're
Right. Okay. Yeah.
or
so
so
I'm doing
bent
that
over
here,
your.
and then I'm gonna try and like jump through the fire and like jump out onto the sand, and we both like roll down.
Yeah, I'd say this is definitely an agility check. And I'll say if you have athletics, that works for this.
Okay. Whew.
Well, I have to roll to maintain concentration.
Only if there's a mixed success.
Okay. Is this reckless? Would you consider this reckless?
I would consider this reckless, yeah.
All right. Cool. I get
This
an
is
extra
pretty
+1,
reckless.
and then the dexterity makes it a +3.
Okay.
And to quote my favorite, early 2000s internet meme of a Homestar Runner, I guess we're gonna have to jump.
Oh, boy.
Oh, unbelievable! It is 2 6s
Yeah.
for a total of 15. I cannot believe it.
Yeah, there's absolutely you're no problem. You're able to get through this. It's going to take some time, but the fire is not an issue for you. Kira and Ash.
Yeah, so with Kira, I would like to spend the final supply to have made the Pikachu outfit fire retardant.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I was
so-
gonna run back and get like a fire suppressor or something. If there wasn't one on the ship,
Yeah,
I'm sure
there's
there
a fire
wasn't one.
suppressor on the ship, of course.
Yeah, I just think that we're kind of far from the ship unless you fly it closer.
Right.
Yeah, you can use the supply, and you can make me a agility check to do this. I mean, you can also make a strength if you want.
I mean, I'm better at agility, so let's do
Yeah, and then this is
agility.
definitely athletics is hitting for the.
Yeah, she's not good at that. Mixed success. As 7 + 1, 8.
Yes. Okay. Mixed success. Yeah. Thankfully, your suit is fire retardant, so you don't burn, but you are currently on fire as you climb out through. And Ash, you can see like the fireman carry of Rattlesnake Jack with Malorus over his shoulder. No problem getting out. And then you see Kira kind of stumbling out behind, just engulfed in flame, but she's safe inside.
Okay. I'll still sprint back for the fire suppressant so that there's no fire into the ship.
Yeah, no problem. You go there, and as Kira, you're making your way back, you see Ash appear at the fire suppressant and just hose you down.
Okay.
You are no longer on fire.
Whew.
Great. I tried to stop, drop, and roll, but apparently that wouldn't put that fire out. Fun.
Let's
Electrical
just
fires.
get out of here.
Yeah, Malorus, how are you looking about on that force field?
Malorus, make me a willpower check.
Yep, because Malorus is still concentrating wholeheartedly on that force.
Mhm.
Then also roll the task. That's good. And that's not so good, but it's a 9 total.
9 total.
6 and a 1.
You are running out of time. You can feel your concentration slipping. You think there's enough time for your ship to lift off and get out of Blast Zone.
We need to
Okay. She starts running.
Yeah, you guys all get back on the ship, no problem. Now inside of it, the ramp ceiling, all the hatches being
Right.
behind
No
you.
offense, Captain Jack, but it's not really time for you to be pretendy captain. And she just sits down in the piloting chair.
Oh yeah, no worries there. Get us out of here.
The helm is different from the pilot, from the captain's seat.
Okay, that's fair.
There's
she gets to the helm.
Yeah, there's definitely a helms, there's a comms, there's a science, sort of research station, and then a gunnery station, and then the captain's chair.
Got it. Okay, so it's got a Star Trek setup.
Yeah, it's got 5 seats, so only 4.
Okay. Well, she's in the one that lets her pilot the ship, and she's trying to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, make me a agility pilot.
Yeah. Okay. I am at a mixed success right now. I'm gonna re-roll the lower one and hopefully
Okay.
not make it worse. I didn't make it worse, but I didn't get us out of mixed success, so we're still in mixed success with the total of 8.
That's fine. That's fine. As you guys take off on your ship and veer away from this Malorus at this point, you feel the ship jump, and you're gonna lose concentration. What caused you to lose concentration? You think? What a sort of sudden jolt.
Well, let's see that while Malaris's physical body is there, he has like an astral self trying to keep the nuke contained right there. And as he feels that sudden jump, it's like he's being thrust back like miles, like pulled away all the way from the satellite back to his body. Like,
So you have this sort of sensation of being dragged. You can kind of feel your focus still maintaining on that sort of lessening sphere of vision pinprick when suddenly you're sort of back in your body and the viewports fill with light.
Yep.
From the glare caused by the storm and the explosion that was down.
and both of his eyes go wide as his third eye closes. What's that? Oh, crap.
Sorry, I took off kind of fast there, everybody. I didn't rupture all of your internal organs, right? You're all okay?
No, but the nuke went off.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Great. We should still have you all checked out at medbay just to make sure none of your spleens popped. Well, that's for another time.
Yeah, I
Oh,
should probably get into that med bay anyways. I got a few scratches. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, I remember we got noticed. We picked up any
sure
unwanted
did.
followers.
You can make me a intelligence check. If you have tech, that would work here. Pilot would work here, I think.
If you'd like, I could make that check.
Yeah, somebody else probably should.
I think since you're asking, I think you can definitely make this. You both can make this check, and I'd say
Okay,
that
'cause
in
I was
lieu
going
of
to say, I was about to ask.
yeah, and I think in lieu of a skill, if you don't have a relevant skill, you can use the advanced electron. In lieu of that.
Okay, well,
Okay,
I'll
we do
hold
have
off
advanced.
and let Kira do it because surprising no one, Rattlesnake Jack is a -1 to intelligence.
Yeah, I feel like he's the captain, and like she runs the sensor array, so he would say like, "Can you scan?" and she'd be the one to do it, you know.
Absolutely.
So, let's see if we got noticed. Wow, my dice have just suddenly turned to total garbage.
Oh, no.
Let's try rolling one of those really terrible rolls. Well, I did get up to a mixed success. So initially I rolled a 2 and a 1. Now I have a 2 and a 3, and adding a 2 to that gets me up to a 7.
Yes, with a 7, you sort of begin to try to covertly look out for any scrambling, any sort of larger signatures that wasn't there before. You do manage to catch something on your radar, something in the storm behind you. And that
Okay,
something turns into a bunch of smaller something.
Neat.
The ship takes. The ship has no armor, correct?
The ship does not have armor.
It takes 3 points of damage as laser fire scars the outside of your ship as your sensors pick up 4 small fighter drones.
Right. Okay. So we didn't hit the immediate array from the very beginning of the game yet. Then.
No, this is it.
Yeah,
Oh,
This is
the
it.
start. Okay.
You're now
Whoa,
back at the very
whoosh.
beginning. This is your ship getting hit, as you guys all sort of react to this. As there's a number of these small ships that are now kind of swarming your ship as you begin to exit towards orbit.
Okay.
Hmm.
Couple of quick options here, and I'm just going to say them real fast. I can try to make I forget what we call a hyper jump in this game.
It is called it's called it's super space travel.
I can try to kick into super space travel. That's going to require a couple of calculations, so I don't, hit a dust mode and kill all of us. Or I can just do some evasive maneuvers right now while one of you tries to shoot those things down. Up to you.
Already on the guns.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just hold out for you. Run away like a bunch of losers, fight like a bunch of badasses.
Okay, we'll
I think
start
we're going
fighting
with-
like badasses then, because
Yes.
they're going to keep shooting at us while we're talking.
Yes.
Yeah,
How about
option
I get on
number
the
2.
guns and you start with those calculations?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Come
there
for
there
me,
are
boss.
there are multiple guns on the ship. There's 2 kinetic arbalists and 2 ion cannons. There are in fact 4 There are 4 weapons that can be used at any given.
Ooh, all right, I'm gonna swing over to one of the I don't know, of the 2, which would you say is the more badass?
Well, the kinetic arbalist shoots around the size. Well, it's not the size of a sedan. It's a little too big. But it does basically shoot a 50, 60 pound slug at Mach 5. So it's a.
I like the sound of
It's a
that.
rail gun. These things are rail guns.
Yes, I go to the nearest kinetic arbalist. Hell yeah.
Absolutely, you managed to hop on that bad boy and make me a agility check for shooting.
Ooh, okay, I got a +2 to it. Let's do it. +2 to agility. Ooh, 5 and a 3 +2 is a 10 total.
Excellent. Yeah, you whip out there and you manage to strike this thing. Roll me a d6 damage, I believe, is your ship's damage.
As Watership does.
Nice. All right, let me roll that damage.
And I think this would just be the real damage because it's shooting at the things it's designed to shoot, not shooting little squishy
Yeah,
organ
yeah.
things.
It's gonna be 4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah, this thing, it is quick, it's light, it's not designed to take punishment, it's designed to attack and swarm. Be able to blast this thing out of the sky. And
Nice.
yeah, it's just this firework of a fireball sort of scattering off the side.
Tango down.
Nice.
What's go next?
I'm guessing it would be me since I'm on the one of the other guns.
Yeah, the thing Kira's doing, I will let you know, is she's piloting to have us not get hit by their blasts while we're
Yeah.
shooting.
I have something I can do, but I'll go after you two.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. It's a 9.
Okay. Are you using a kinetic arbalist or an ion cannon?
Let's go ion.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. So roll me damage.
Okay, so 1d6, and I'm guessing my Deadeye would.
It would. Yeah, it would work on
Mhm.
this.
Yeah, so
Any
it's a +2
gun.
+2 to the damage. Whee. Okay, 4 + 2, 6.
Yeah, the iron cannon just fires a sort of concentrated beam of energy that just sort of short circuits the entire thing, and it just kind of like you can see it was like coming in for an attack pattern, and it managed to let loose a couple of laser bolts in your direction. So you're gonna your ship might still get hit. The iron cannon just fries it all as it kind of just drops like a stone out of the sky.
Oh, that's not as fun.
You can always switch over to the kinetic
Yeah,
arbalist.
the ion
Yeah, I
cannon.
think
Like,
after seeing that, I'd switch over to the kinetic arbalist.
It's good for disabling ships, not so much for blowing them up.
Yeah.
I mean, Kira microwaved something in the last game with it.
You microwaved one of the robotic drones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess before you're determining damage, I'm guessing you're seeing if I manage to pilot the ship in such a way that she minimizes the damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
That's what I thought we were holding for. I'll go ahead and make that piloting roll now. I know it's agility. Oh my god. I mean, yay. No, it's not going well so far.
No.
Oh.
I'm re-rolling one of these dice. I rolled a 3 and a 1,
Ooh,
Okay.
and yep, I failed.
Oh.
failed.
It is a failure. I have a 3 and a 1 and a 1. So that is
Ah.
yep. I was rolling super hot to start with. Never a critical. I've yet to roll a critical in this game, and now I'm rolling garbage. But yeah,
And unfortunately, this thing, you're not used to flying something of this size and tonnage and shape in atmosphere in combat. Like it has a lot of understeer. As soon as you try to move it, it just very much lags behind what your actions are.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, you do suffer 3 points of hull damage.
sorry about that, everybody. I'm not completely mapped to this ship yet. Whoopsie. I'm simulating nervousness and being sorry.
A 10
So
by
our
10.
hull is down to 9.
Okay.
FYI.
So 9. We
Mhm.
still got some hits left. A 10 by 10 wall wouldn't be enough to cover the ship, would it?
No, but if you do want to use it, you can kind of use it like armor, I would say.
Mhm.
If you make a successful roll, you could have a couple of usages of it, just kind of like using it and kind of shifting around your ship to block laser fire.
Okay. That's something we could use since we don't have any armor. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, I guess we can't retroactively have that happen before the piloting check.
No,
It wouldn't have worked anyways. I rolled a 6.
Oh.
Yeah,
total?
Yeah.
6 total.
Mark
Well,
experience.
Hey, welcome to getting some XP in this fight from being crappy at it.
Eh,
Hey, let's get back to the people that are actually good at their jobs.
Yeah, no, as you just sort of try to use this and you're still very much exhausted from what just happened.
Yeah, and this is space. I don't know how to form it in space.
Yeah,
just yet.
you're bleeding out of that extra eye, sir. You probably should stop doing whatever it is you were trying to do.
It's either this or death. Gotta try somehow.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
Now,
Oh,
you
I
guys...
am not capable of doing so.
Well, the sediment would have helped.
Oh, I'm very concerned.
See, that's better, even though I know it's fake. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm an engineering unit. Sometimes I forget.
But as you guys are careening towards space during this sort of fight, Kira, you notice this. The sort of larger signature behind you, which has an identity. It is it is the JST OG Whip Spider drone carrier.
Okay. Now I think we have caught exactly back up to where this
You
started.
have caught exactly back up to where you started. As you have registered this thing, you know it's attacking you. It vanishes from your system.
Oh, that's not great.
What's going on?
Oh, I think we're switching to the runaway option. Can you knock down that last satellite? This thing has a cloaker on it, so yeah.
All right, runaway it is.
Okay, I'm setting up those coordinates now. But if you could shoot down that last of the attack drones, so at least that's not going to shoot us.
On it.
Yeah, we're doing good, everybody. Don't worry about it.
All right. Hey, Kira, that positivity is exactly what I need on this ship. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah, there's still 2 more drones, and then obviously there's the orbital resupply station if you want to take that out.
Let's just take.
I would not recommend that.
Yeah.
So
So it's
that's
just
a crime.
another agility for me.
Yeah, it's another agility check.
Okay, I'm rolling. That's a 9 total.
9 total. Okay. Maybe some damage coming in the direction of your ship. Actually, no. I think I'm doing this one. So roll the damage if you take the ship out.
All right, rolling the damage. Just 1d6 again.
1d6.
All right. Another 4.
More than enough. Yeah, you use the kinetic arbalist and you sort of punch into the hole through this thing. And this one, since you're not kind of in low atmosphere, low orbit, it doesn't just combust immediately. It just kind of scatters apart as the sort of material composition just fractures into pieces from the damage.
Whew, tango down.
part of it, though, your ship does get hit, but not on your hull. It strikes. How do I punish your group with this?
Oh.
Nothing too serious. It didn't fire laser. It fired an ion blast, and it hits your electronic system. So it blinds you temporarily.
Well, at least the flame decals are okay.
Yeah, they're slightly bubbling from the heat of the ion blast. Yeah.
No, it makes them look even better. A little battle damage is
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah. Hero responds to you in Russian.
Oh, great.
So we have no sensors. We can't tell where they are.
Hero responds to you in Russian.
Great. We're
And then gives you two
blind.
thumbs
Here
up.
it turned Russian.
Another human language I don't understand. But the thumbs up, okay. I think I'm correct that we're totally dark. In the dark right here.
Okay, Kira. I guess with a thumbs up or in Russian. We'll have to figure it out from the tone of your voice. Can we still do the jump to super space?
Does it seem like she can still do the jump?
Yeah.
She does this.
All right, awesome. Let's do it.
And then she says something in Russian, which is, I don't think I'm speaking Russian.
Yeah, to you, you still sound like you're speaking to them as you normally.
Yeah.
But none of you understand what she said because it's in Russian.
Yeah. So who wants to go next?
I mean, if I can see it, I could probably shoot it.
Yeah, you can still see one of these ships. And then you're saying Malorus?
Yeah, I did have an idea. If we can't see them, I could try and sense them for you, so Ash can shoot them a little bit.
Well, so you can still see the drones.
Yeah,
The-
but it's
the
the
fighter
whip
drones.
spider that's disappeared.
Yeah, it's the carrier.
Could I sense the carrier though?
Yeah. So did you roll, Ash?
Yeah, you did.
Yep, 10.
10.
Nice.
Yeah. Ion cannon or herbalist?
Arbalist is
Have
more
you
fun.
switched? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you switch the weapons out, and like there's almost like an actual crank wheel. It's kind of like the mountings on your ship shift. And yeah, you just absolutely puncture this thing, bow to stern, and it just it was like coming in for like a strafing attack, and it just scatters in two as it goes right across your ship.
So
Patrick.
much more fun.
I'm trying to remember from the beginning of the last game. The whip spider is fully automated, right? There aren't
Is
any people
fully
on that ship.
automated.
Okay.
So there's no organics I could
Yeah, there's
sense.
nothing for him to really latch onto over there.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, you can attempt it. I mean, I can there's one of the things you can try it, and if you succeed, I'll come up with a reason why you can.
I've never actually tried to read the minds of a machine before. Just never thought the point, but I wonder if I can. Let's see. That's a 6 and a 1, so that's intelligence 8.
Okay, it's still a mixed success.
Mhm.
You sort of reach out with your psychic energy. You try to probe the space around you. You don't know where the ship is. You do get a sensation of something is warping. There's a mass. There's a gravity out there. There is a section of what is called dark space. And essentially what dark space is almost like a cloaking field of sort of dark matter. Sort of interferes with what you normally would try to detect things with, and it's really hard to detect things that are in dark space, but it's not impossible. You just can't.
So the ship's in dark space.
Oh, it's in dark space. I didn't think about that, but she said that in Russian.
So it's not a cloaking device that just temporarily left our dimension.
So yeah, it is a cloaking device in so much the fact that it does cloak you from sensors, right? And visual stuff, but like it's not impervious.
Right.
Right.
Now that she knows that it's in dark space, does she have a way of figuring out a way of reaching to it, or no?
yes, there definitely are ways of you to try to do this, but it would require you to go your ship to go dark. Like you would have to basically run in silent mode, like you did trying to get on the planet.
Got it.
Hmm.
And then she can try to do something technologically.
Yes,
Just-
essentially, you could try to hit them with a passive, sort of like almost like a passive sonar, like just picking up sort of a blank topographical map of the space around you.
Hmm.
You can kind of figure out where things are without any detail.
Okay. She says to the computer in Russian, like, can you translate back to them? I'm apparently speaking in Russian, and the computer says to her, we're not speaking in Russian. I don't know what you're talking about. So this is like a decision she has to make, but she doesn't have free will, so she's really lost.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I think like let's just get out of here. You know. I
Yeah,
don't know if we
but
can
you don't
stand
even
up
know
to
the
it.
options that she's weighing,
Mhm.
because like she has no and I did this to myself by basically saying the ion thing messed her brain up, but you know,
Take time to repair the relay, repair your advanced electronics.
yeah, I think she's just gonna have to repair herself so she can start communicating again. Because there are two options and she can't make that choice. She just I can't break the fiction of the fact that she can't make autonomous decisions like
Yeah.
that.
Yes, in character.
Okay, so I'm just gonna she's doing an intelligence tech on herself,
Yeah.
basically.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, good. I'm pushing it, but because I rolled a 3 and a 2, and like so I was up to a partial success, but I decided to re-roll the 2, which could have made it worse. But when I re-rolled the 2, I re-rolled it as a 6, which gives me a total success at 11.
Hell yeah, yeah, no problem. In fact, when you hit with an ion blast, it doesn't do, basically just sort of does a shutdown. It forces the fuses to trip. So it's just going in there. You guys just see Kira rush out of the room and back towards engineering. And it's a relatively easy fix for you to do on the fly.
Okay, great. So the computer of her up in the piloting area says, "Okay, everybody, am I speaking your language again?"
I'll say.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the options right now are to go dark, at which point I can actually do a scan on the other ship, or we run away.
I would like to run away personally.
Yeah, I mean, It's pretty badass to blow up drones, but being blown up by a bigger, crazier ship is not badass. So
Okay, well, that's a
let's get
majority. I'm going to
discretion's
start
better
getting
part
on this. So she's going to start doing those calculations, but we have to have a turn before then because I doomed us because I commit to RP and because I'm a bad person.
Yes, you guys are kind of floating out of the sort of immediate space around Emir as you head out towards the sort of fringe of space, trying just to get away from this drone. Because you notice that it's hard to tell if it's pursuing you or not. But you are being hailed by the orbital supply station.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
They're trying to get a hold of you.
All right. Put those guys on screen. Let's let them check us out.
So you see just a very human man, kind of sort of short cropped, dusty, sort of colored hair. Very looks like he's incredibly tired and has been woken up from sleep for this. It's like this is Inlet Schleck Orbital Relay Station,
Mhm.
Planet Emir, calling the Phoenix.
Yeah, that's our name. Got that right.
Okay. I mean, that's...
The screens all display a phoenix rising from the ashes. It's like 16-bit, but
It's pulled from like the futuristic version of Adobe
Yeah.
stock. Still has the watermark on it.
Yeah, it still has the watermark on it. It's like an awkward flash animation.
Great, cool. Just letting you know that you have violated planetary cordon by the Core World Authority and by the legislative company who is currently managing space around the system. I'm gonna have to ask you to come dock with us, so that we can resolve the issue at hand.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to ask you to come dock with my butt.
Oh, please.
Sir, are you
Give me
hitting
my
on me?
name.
Because this isn't. It's too early for this.
Okay, well, hey, take some notes, dude. Write this down, because I want the whole galaxy to know the name of Rattlesnake Jack, badass outlaw who's just robbing you. So why don't you take that, put that in your pipe and smoke it?
Okay. Gimlet Flick orbital relay station calling out to Citrus patrol boats. We kind of need you here. We had some people who quote unquote stole from us.
No.
Thanks,
That's not
thanks.
necessary, good sir. As you can see, my friend here is quite, well, not mentally sound. He believes he's a great badass and all.
He's an idiot.
That too. We are just humble travelers, just trying to make ends meet out here. We had no idea this entire security system is here. We pretty much stumbled it on accident. All we really want is to just get home with our lives. I'm sure you just want to get back to sleep yourself, not even bother.
That's
with
when we
this
jump
kind of
into
thing.
hyperspace. I just
Yeah.
went for it, and I actually rolled a crit.
And I'm
Excellent.
trying to manipulate this guy.
Yes. So you will have a chance to manipulate. Roll me a willpower check, a willpower roll, and if you have manipulation, which I assume you do,
Yes.
you can use it here.
First time I get to use it. And
I
this
just thought
might
this
suck.
would be a funny moment for that jump to happen.
So I
Here
got
for
a
it.
3 and a 1, and going to re-roll the 1 because I got the scope. Thank God. 8.
8 total.
8 total.
Look, I'm just gonna leave it at via, and that's as moments, and as you guys begin to sort of hold space in front of you and around the ship, Kira, you also notice, sort of as part of the complications of the nearby space begins to fold in as well as what's it called, a GSSRC 2-blade patrol boats appears. This sort of like it almost kind of looks like a catamaran, like the two large sort of outriggers, but they're like actually bladed, so like they can ram ships and cut them in half.
Oh dang!
It appears as you guys flash out. You guys are headed back. Where did you calculate to?
She calculated to. I know that we're dropping this off with a person specifically in this system, right?
In the next system over.
Okay, so I know that I'm burning fuel to get. So traveling between the systems is what causes us to have to burn fuel, or
Yes, it is a travel between star system.
Okay, okay.
Anywhere inside of, like, if you're trying to go from planet to planet, it doesn't cost you anything. The fuel is basically is expended as part of folding space to close the distance of light years into a couple of days.
Okay. So so basically we were hired in one place that was still in this system, and we're supposed to deliver to someplace out of the system.
It was the delivery place is the same system you originated from, Thin Realm, which is the next system over. It takes one fuel.
Holler City, is that where we're going?
Yes, Holler City.
Okay. So should we have burnt the fuel coming out? Now I'm
Yes.
just confused.
You should have burnt the fuel leaving from Holler City and Finral system to the Windhouse system.
Gotcha.
now you're
Last
burning
game you
another
told me
one.
to not use the
Oh.
fuel, so
You should have used the fuel. That was my apology.
okay.
If you're traveling between star system, cost fuel. Traveling
Yeah,
between
yeah.
planets does not.
Right. So we did actually travel star systems last game.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I asked about it last game, and it sounded like we hadn't. It sounded like we were just going planet to planet, so that's why.
That was my bad.
Okay, great. So yeah, basically getting it back to where we're going, but not aiming directly for the planet that we're going to, like more like near it, just in case somebody does manage to follow us through folding space, which they shouldn't, but just in case, as a precaution.
Yeah.
Don't want to like drop it off, like basically take ourselves right back to where we're dropping it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to run directly to where we were going. I feel like with a crit that's something she can do because it's a crit like extra successful.
It is, yeah. I'd say that you actually calculate in such a way that you're able to use sort of like rogue. There's obviously the in space there are rogue planets that exist, the sort of rogue celestial bodies. You can actually kind of use those gravitational pulls to smooth out some of the folded space and kind of warp in and out. And not only get there faster, but do it so that they cannot follow you directly.
Yeah, that's what she's looking for, especially with that more dangerous ship just suddenly materializing.
Yeah, one of the patrol boats.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
But hopefully she gets us back to the contact without too much problems.
Yeah, no problem. You're going to be on there for probably about 3 days, but plenty of time to resupply and heal your wound.
And unbloody my eye.
Yeah. Reappear somewhere in the Finrel.
All right, yeah, we get our supply back up to 3. I got you what you mean by resupply.
All right, and do we go to bounty and do we get paid?
Yeah, you guys return to the Finrel system. You fly into Haller City. It's a different part of the planet now. It's further away from Port Gulgandir. As you land, you guys find the employment center you are at. You walk in and you see Bounty is there, and she says, "So how is your first job?"
I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, freaking awesome.
Great. That's a metric that I don't understand on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, good, because I didn't understand it either, and I was really
embarrassed. Let's just say it went very well.
At least it's not badass again.
We require more fuel, and our hull has been damaged.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's get paid. Like, we got the satellite stuff for you, so let's talk turkey. How much you giving us?
The job, I believe, was for 80 credits.
80?
She takes the device and she has
I believe it was for 80.
Ooh,
she
man.
takes it and she has a sort of like a safe box. She puts it in, locks it up. The person, the buyer, will be around to pick it up shortly. I have notified them of the successful job. And she pulls out a sort of small box and folds it open. Kind of pulls out a number of these sort of small sort of like chips. She counts out 8 of them and puts them in their own little container and hands them to you. A job well earned.
Thank you. It's okay with everybody. I'm going to take 20 of these credits, which is going to go towards repairing me.
Yes. And is that also like we get the ship some like cool, dare I say, badass upgrades?
An upgrade does cost 50 credit.
50 credit.
50
all right.
credit.
Well, we'll have to save up then. They better be good. And then how much does that give each of us? So we're like, what's like?
Give us
Should
20
be
each,
20 per
wouldn't it?
person.
20 each.
20
Okay.
per person.
Damn. So I have 23 total now.
How many hit points did your hull lose?
Altogether, the hull lost 6 hit points. So
It'll cost you 3 credits to repair, and 6 more credits to refuel.
right, so that's 9 altogether.
Mhm.
How long do the hull repairs take?
They do not take very long. They probably take a number of hours.
She's gonna pay for all of that out of her credits, so
Oh, okay. So there's no like, we're not doing like a ship fund kind of thing?
she is the ship one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, as
So
long as you're okay with that, like, I don't mind, chipping in.
she has nothing that she wants other than you to like make upgrades to the ship.
Oh, okay.
So if if at any point you all decide you want to pull together to make upgrades to the ship, she'll simulate the shit out of some happiness.
Oh,
But
cool.
like her funding is for doing things like this, so getting us back to full fuel and
All right.
getting the hull repaired.
Other than a
She doesn't have wants or desires. She doesn't really eat. Like she gets her nutrients replaced in her bath. That connects her to the AI. Or to the MB, I should say. So yeah, she's back down to 11 credits, but it's worth it for her.
All right. Well, Rattlesnake Jack, he's got a whole.
Oh, wait a second. She had 10 credits and we got 20, so mathing wrong.
21 credits.
So she has 21 credits.
He's got a whole lot of super cool stuff to buy, but we can do that later or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, anything that you want to do to help upgrade me and make me look nicer is just always appreciated.
Yes. Okay.
well,
1,000 more of these jobs, and I'll be golden.
1,000 more.
Oh, jeez, Malaris, how do you spin the whole argument?
80,000 credits in the hole.
Yo, son. Oh,
That's a lot of money.
I will note that the ship was not especially maneuverable. You might want to make me more highly maneuverable.
I spend money to make money, right?
True.
Or if you want to, we could get luxury passenger quarters and I would get an upgrade. Myself, this body.
A lot of options the way.
And then I can make money for you horizontally.
Okay, we're not doing that.
Hey, it's a wild world out there. But I
I
will
mean,
say,
not unless Kira wants to, in which case we were totally doing that. So
Oh, I
totally
have no wants or desires.
Okay, well that's all right. We got Kira. We got to work on this kind of thing. The
I
whole
did mention before the whole free will thing leads to killing all of humanity, right? We've talked about that.
Okay, yeah, I guess we're not working on it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm thinking we need like more cool art on the side, like some kind of like a bunch of like skeletons, you know, some like skeleton cowboys or something, or
I don't think that fits the Phoenix theme.
okay, all right. Well, we can have that. They can be like on the back.
Or
maybe
you
like
could just
big
put a
phoenix
really
in the
awesome
front.
bird logo on the front. I'm just saying.
Yes, sweet bird logo on the front. Love that. I think we got to get like a cool like Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses for Sparrow, like some kind of fun clothes for him. Ash,
Don't
what do
you-
you think?
don't touch my bird.
What?
He said, "Don't touch his bird."
Don't,
I agree,
it'll be
don't
so
touch the
awesome.
bird.
Some cool like clothes for him. He'll look so
don't
cool.
touch my bird.
All right. Well, I guess we're not doing that then.
Screams at you, its mandibles.
All right. So we're not buying him any fun outfits. Malaris, we've got to get you some better firearms. Like, let's do that for sure.
I was gonna upgrade some of mine as well.
Yeah, same here.
I need a sidearm and maybe a knife.
Oh, for sure. We
Okay.
all, you know what? Let's all get knives. Like, there's
You know
gotta
what would be really good is to put armor on the ship. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I want
If
to
I
put
could-
like I saw those ships with like literally knives on them, like that. Let me tell you, a ship that is also a knife is like the most badass thing ever. We've got to get a knife on our ship.
If I could
Honestly.
figure out how to make a force wall in space, I could protect the ship easier. It's just kind of difficult, seeing as I held back an entire nuke.
Yeah, that was a
You
pretty
did a
great
very
level
good
design.
job.
well, I
Thank you.
think my weapons won't be too much. Should be like maybe 3 credits, so I can put the rest to the ship.
I mean, if you want to add to the ship fund, that's great. I'm the ship fund.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's gonna be more paying jobs, better paying jobs than this, right?
The better the ship is, the more paying jobs it will get.
Oh,
Mhm.
and as promised, we got to get some cake.
And as you guys go off and
Oh,
find the the
nice.
nearby dessert diner, get yourself some cake. We are gonna trend off towards the end of this, but there are still a few questions I need to ask these players to
Ooh.
give them a little bit of experience, as it
Ooh,
were. I forgot to
boy.
do it last time because we kind of was out of time. But for now, we'll do it here. And if you think this question also applies to last session, you can extra experience points on top of that. Let's start with Roll a die. Let's start with Jack. Jack, did you earn a profit?
We did, yes. So that's
Okay,
one.
you can mark an experience point.
All right.
Just
do you think-
him right now, right?
Yeah, we'll go through everybody.
Yeah.
We'll kind of just go through them pretty quickly. Did you, Rattlesnake Jack, in this session and the last session, learn something new and interesting about the universe?
Oh, I think definitely. You know,
You discover something.
the robot aliens, I would say for sure. Like the AIs, I would be like two. Like robot aliens be number one for this episode. Number two is that robots don't have emotions. Learn that for sure.
Good to know. So you can mark 2 more experience points for the session and last session.
All right.
And then lastly, in this session and in last session, did you overcome a difficult challenge or a dangerous adversary?
Oh, I would say so. I think more on this one. This was there was a lot of challenges going on here.
Yeah, this was the big one.
All right. That brings it up to 3 total for me.
It should be 4 total. First, because you have 2 for the discovery and then 1 for
Oh,
the
right. Okay.
mission.
So 4 total. Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Very cool.
Next, let's go with Malorus.
Hmm.
Same question is, did you earn a profit?
This game, yes.
You can add experience point for that.
All right, that's one.
Did you discover something new and interesting about the universe in this session and in the last?
Let's see. In this session, satellites are equipped with nukes, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
spy
that's-
satellites specifically.
Mm-hmm. But didn't know that. That was rather explosive. Let's see. Last game. I can't exactly remember anything.
I mean-
specific.
Rattlesnake Jack did mention learning about AIs in the previous game. I know that this isn't going to count as anything for my character, but the rest of you.
Hmm.
That's
My
I agree.
character
Yeah.
never worked with an AI before. He's still trying to get over the fact, do you truly have emotions? Are you just joking? And this is just an elaborate scheme to make us think you don't have emotions.
I can emulate joking more often if you'd prefer.
Honestly, yeah. I kind of do prefer some jokes.
Okay.
Levity around here.
Sure.
I would say that count for 2 experience points.
Okay.
And then last, did you overcome a difficult challenge or a dangerous adversary?
Right, so last game, I made a crit on my stealth roll and just totally disappeared.
Yeah,
None
that
of
counts
those.
towards it.
And this game, I held back a goddamn nuke.
You count that? Like, it was a pocket nuke. It was a small one.
It was a nuke.
It was like a megaton yield. But yes, you held back a goddamn nuke, and it was pretty dope. So yes, you can add 2 experience points for that.
So 5 total, I think.
Kira, let's go with you next.
Okay.
Did you earn a profit?
Yes.
You can add experience point for that.
Hooray.
In this session and the last session, did you discover something new and interesting about the universe?
This session, I would say she learned something new and interesting about the universe. Last session, probably not,
Fair enough.
because she was kind of part of the learning for everybody else. Like last session, she really kind of already knew everything that was going on. This session, some things actually surprised her.
I'll count that to you anyways.
You're
Because
gonna give
you,
me
as a
2?
player,
All right.
discover new things and interesting.
Okay.
yeah.
Me as a
'Cause-
player, sure, but the character definitely didn't in the previous session.
But a lot of that was coming up on the fly, in the moment, and that was
Fair.
primo. That's still helping discover something. And then, lastly, in this session and last session, did you overcome a difficult challenge or a dangerous adversary?
I feel like in both sessions she overcame a lot of difficult challenges and adversaries. Like the first game, she was like constantly making tech challenge rolls.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's her challenges aren't always danger, although she did get hurt in the last game too. But I do think that she is often the one that is dealing with a lot of challenges at any given time.
Fair enough.
She doesn't
yeah, you
care,
can-
but you know,
Yeah, and you succeeded with flying colors.
yeah.
Well, you didn't get experience for those rolls. You do get it here. 2 points for a total of 5.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we'll go to Ash. Did you earn a profit?
Yeah. So, quick note. I was looking over the end of session thing on the thing. It does say that the questions are answered as a group.
Yeah, but it's I'd say, you know, for this, at least introducing it to the audience about this.
Sure.
You know, last time I was going through, and I want to hear each and every one.
Okay.
Each of you. You did
Alright.
miss it last time.
Okay, so 1 profit, yes.
Yeah, so you get
Um,
experience points for that.
Okay, so yeah, discover something new and interesting about the universe. I mean, I feel like Ash might have actually interacted with AI before, like possibly in the war. So I think he knows a little bit about that.
But Patrick gave me
Yeah,
points.
it's still so here's the thing. It says discover something, and
Right.
it's whether
Yeah.
it's something you found in the universe or we introduced it together as a group or individually. That's still a discovery.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So,
And then anything for this session?
I mean, I guess that they've changed up how the security drones are working, because some of them look like creatures from these planets.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's definitely something new you hadn't come across before.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, did you overcome a difficult challenge or a dangerous adversary?
Difficult? I mean, a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was
You
fun.
shot a lot of things last game.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was a difficult challenge. You were defending the crew.
Yep, especially when Jack went crazy.
Yeah. Pulled a rattlesnake Jack.
Yep. I mean, it's probably not the first time that he's had to pull people out of the fire, but yeah. So,
Anything for this session?
well, yeah, I guess having to fight off one of the mini drones
Mhm.
with
Hey,
him
you-
and Sparrow.
You
Yeah.
helped off. Oh yeah, the one that attacked you on the roof. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a very difficult situation and dangerous.
Yeah. So that's a total of 5.
Yeah, total of 5. And
Awesome.
rattlesnake Jack. Let's also throw in that extra one, so you also have a total of 5.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Thank you.
Because obviously this is meant to be done as a group. I just wanted to go individually. I want to hear each of your guys' opinions. You know?
So we should each have like a total
Each
of
have
5.
5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and whatever XP you had before that. So I'm like up to a total of 7. And you guys, you know what? That means we're like
7.
one step closer to having a drone, so I never have to leave the ship again.
until the drone gets shot down.
Then I just make a new drone, Patrick.
Yeah,
That's actually part of it. I can make a new one.
Yeah, that still takes time to make a new one.
Sure.
But yeah, with that, we wrap up our second episode. Hopefully not the last one. I would like to continue running this for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
This is so much
Hey.
fun.
Oh yeah.
It's open market right now. It seems like, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Sorry,
have
I got
at
a
it.
little bit confused about star systems.
It's
It was
fine.
just
It's
like,
it's confusing anyways. Like it's all like high sci-fi stuff.
Oh, good stuff. So, well, yeah, we'll do it again. Let's do it next week if you guys are up for it. I mean, we usually do that
I
kind
am.
of stuff off camera, but hey, if we're all ready for it, let's just keep rolling.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, it only takes me 15 or so minutes to put on this makeup versus.
Instead of 3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my goblin roommate the whole time, and she didn't really wear any makeup.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, and the cool thing about doing this, online like this is none of us even have to shower.
You should.
Oh,
Cleanliness is good.
I should probably shower.
I mean, you've got a family scooter. You probably should shower.
Well, they stay away from me now. It's kind of nice. No, just kidding.
Maybe it's because you need to shower.
Maybe, right? Oh God. Okay, but no, seriously, I'm enjoying some of the character development in this. So I would really appreciate it if you kept going. But I have to go see if I got this quote of the day correct. This is my personal. Did I get this correct, Rattlesnake? You can dock with my butt.
That is correct. Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to say that is next level quote of the day. Right? That's quote of the day, like plus.
Well,
One.
Rattlesnake Jack, he's trying real hard.
He is
okay?
something.
Like, cool outlawns,
Okay.
cool stuff, so.
He's a lot of something. and I think he's an acquired taste, and I'm really enjoying that.
Yep.
And I think it's going to take a few more episodes for people to actually maybe like Rattlesnake Jake or Jack.
mean,
Sorry, no,
Ash
am I
just thinks he's a government.
right?
idiot,
That's what I'm saying. I
so-
feel like the characters are kind of going. They're going to take a few sessions before.
Oh no, I'm programmed to think everybody on the ship is great.
Except for you,
Also,
100%.
But you don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
you
you're
can't
also
think anybody's great
completely
because you can't
expendable.
you don't have emotions. So are you faking it?
Obviously.
Right? See? Oh, and that puts
talent?
Malaris
I
in.
know.
Right? I was just
Oh,
saying like that's a trigger
the
for
way that
him.
you would know that is I'm talking.
That's it.
You could
That's-
all be electric sheep. We don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All of your emotions are actually simulations as well. You just don't think of your brains that way.
See?
Good point. Yeah.
There's only
Chemical
one
reaction.
sensation.
You're gonna push Malaris to a breaking point.
His
sometime.
eyes already blood
I
red.
was
I
like,
didn't know how many
what?
months were falling into.
Okay, I'm
The
gonna
big
go.
difference is I'm honest with myself about the fact that all of my emotions are simulations generated by my central processing unit, well, my quantum processing unit.
Yeah, but can you come up with? You can dock with my butt as a joke.
No,
All
I
right
don't think I
then.
can come up with that.
All right, so we're gonna thank you so much for people who are watching. Gray Mouse, thanks for hanging out and watching. If you're watching this in VOD, thank you so much for just hanging out with us. That supports us. We don't do this for any sort of monetization or anything like that. We do this just to purely entertain ourselves mostly.
Yeah, just have fun.
And hopefully entertain a few people out there. So, until next week where we do another one of this, make sure to pull up a chair and make
Make
time to
time
tabletop.
to
Tabletop.
We will see you very soon, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Phoenix
All of your
flies
experiences
free.
are a hologram.
Phoenix flies free, yeah.